Hey y'all, what's going on? We are back with another episode of BARTALKS.
Okay.
I am your host, Kyra O, of course. And I just want to say, do y'all peep the new set? Yeah, your girl moving on up. Yeah, so I'm excited for the episode today because I have a great friend of mine here. She's a Metro Detroit realtor. She's a boy mom.
Okay.
She's all of those things. She's a girl boss. So I just wanted to introduce her, my friend, Alleana Henry.
Hi, you guys.
And she's going to be kicking it with me today. And we're just going to be talking about motherhood, pivoting career paths, what it means to be a realtor, what it means to be a trustworthy realtor, and tips and tricks and things that you should look out for when you are house hunting or in the business of house hunting. You're thinking about it, you're on the fence, all of those things. And I also want to state that Alleana is my realtor at the moment, and she's currently pulling me out of the fear zone as well. So yeah, I'm gonna clock my own tea. Okay. So I just thought it would be great to have her here because I know so many of us want to elevate in that space as far as becoming homeowners, and so many of us have pivoted career paths, have become parents. So I just felt like we're gonna chat it up. We're gonna have some good conversation. Okay.
All right.
Now,
Yes.
have you ever made yourself a drink before, like at home?
I think that I make myself drinks. Okay, but not like you. Okay.
We're gonna get into it. Okay, so today I was gonna do something a little cutesy like a Bellini, but I'm gonna save that for another time. I feel like this drink is appropriate for today, you know, because I've had a day. I don't know about you, but
Okay, I had a day.
okay, so we're gonna do a little spin on the Paloma. The original Paloma is flavored by grapefruit, but today we're gonna do a mango Paloma with the tahini rim, and I got some fresh mango here as well. I'm gonna use tequila. Obviously, I'm a tequila girl, and that's also what the original Paloma calls for. But if you don't drink tequila, my viewers out there at home, if you want to replace it with vodka, be my guest. But I would stop there. Once you get to doing crazy stuff like adding gin, I don't know what you're making. But if you have some tequila at home, some lime juice, mango, or grapefruit, you can make a Paloma. So I'm about to teach Allie how to make it. And we're going to sit down. We're going to have a little chat.
Okay, because I never even heard of that drink. So, yeah, let's get into it. Teach me.
Let's get into it. A Paloma is really light and refreshing, but this one's going to be like a little bit more on the sweet side.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is grab your... Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And we're going to take this extra scooper, and I'm going to scoop some ice into yours and some ice into mine. Got your ice?
Yep.
Now, I'm going to let you use your jigger.
My jigger.
Yes.
Okay.
This is your jigger. This is how you measure your
Alright.
liquor. So you can set it down if you like, or you can hold it if you like. It's up to you.
We about to pour the liquor
We're
right
about
now?
to pour the liquor in there.
I'm going to hold it.
All right. I'm going to go first.
Okay.
I'm not going to use one.
Because you're a pro. Okay.
But you're going to do a 4 count.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You should have let me try to do it like that. Look.
You want to do it like that?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's try.
Hold it by the neck, and that's where you get more control. There you go. Boop. And just tip it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Look at you. You did that. Now we're going to do a little bit of lime. Now with lime, it's tricky because it's very bitter.
Okay.
So you want to just do a quick little 1, 2. 1, 2.
Talking about quick. Okay.
You know?
I'm a little afraid. I'm afraid of this one. I don't know.
Don't be afraid.
Okay.
1, 2.
2.
Perfect.
Okay.
You're doing great. You're natural. My girl gonna have a side hustle in a couple weeks. Don't even worry about it.
Because this is serious.
Is the easy part. So you just do fresh mango syrup.
Did you make that too?
No.
Oh, okay.
But it is fresh.
Okay.
All right. And we're gonna do a little simple syrup. Just to give it a little sweet little taste.
You can do mine.
Okay. Boop. Boop. Now, the fun part.
Okay.
Take your glass off. Top it.
I'm going to switch hands like you. Cause,
Are you right-handed?
Yes.
Top it.
Okay.
Make sure it's stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Hold it. Shake it.
Oh.
Yay!
Okay.
Now, you will see a lot of people just pour it into the cup straight out of the shaker. But me, myself, It's just something about pouring my cocktail over fresh ice that just sit right with my spirit. So I'm gonna put some fresh ice in your glass. And we're gonna pour these drinks. So you can do it first. Hold it like this. There you go. And you can pour it.
Oh, this is fancy.
Ah, I'm so proud of you.
Okay, period.
It's super cute. Okay, now for mine. Super cute.
Okay.
Period. Clock
and
that.
we just made a Paloma.
And we just made a mango Paloma. There you have it.
Okay.
Let me grab us some straws. BRB.
Okay. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna act like I'm a bartender and make a Paloma.
Act like you're a bartender because you are. You made your own drink today.
Okay.
Your own Paloma. Now what I like to do is just top it with a little boop. My little secret ingredient. It's Sprite, y'all, but you know.
Okay.
You know, it can be soda or whatever you want. It doesn't have to be anything, honestly, because a classic Paloma doesn't call for that. But I just like my drinks to have a little.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So here you go.
Thank you.
And these are our Palomas. Show my lovely drink cam. Period.
Yes.
Oh, I almost forgot. Hold on. What's a drink
mango
without a fresh garnish? So I did pre-cut these mangoes at home. Ooh. You can have a long one.
Oh, period.
Cute.
Okay.
So I cut them different ways just to show you guys that you don't have to cut fruit the same. Every fruit is different. This mango kind of stumped me a little bit because I didn't realize that it had a core. I never really just up and ate a mango.
Really?
I never did that.
I love mango.
I'm just trying new stuff every day, okay? But I cut one the long way and then one the vertical way, just so you can see. So they're really cute. Get different looks.
Look.
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers. That's really good.
Think? And you made it all by
good.
yourself.
Okay,
Clock that. So let's go sit down so we can chit chat.
Perfect.
Okay, y'all. So we have made our mango Paloma. Cheers.
It's so good, y'all.
Yeah, that's good. I'm proud of you. Look, listen. You don't have to go searching for the best bar in town or whatever, anything like that. When you want a nice classic cocktail, you can make it right at home. You can simplify the ingredients. So I will be putting the measurements and the ingredients in the notes section of this video. So make sure you comment and like below and let me know what else you would like to see us make on Bar Talks, y'all, okay? Because we doing the damn thing, okay? This girl gonna be making Palomas all week.
I am.
I know she is.
I
know she is.
Little tequila, little mango.
Okay,
yeah.
Period. Little shake. But I just wanted to say thank you for coming today.
Oh, I am honored to freaking be
Yes,
here. Thank you for asking me to come. I really am just like,
you know, I have seen such a surge in home buying like over the past couple of years or so. And I would say honestly since COVID, really. So I want to ask you, is becoming a realtor something that you were always planning to do? And if not, how did you pivot into a different career path? Did you see a need for it for more African-American women who are realtors in the city? Or was it something that you just picked up? It was an interest, passion. Tell us a little bit more how you got into being a realtor.
Okay, so I would say that I have always actually wanted to be a landlord.
Okay.
I always wanted to own doors. So that's something that I've been interested in, but I never just was like, oh, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
I wasn't, just to be honest. Like, that wasn't like, oh, that's my dream. But I just wanted to, like own homes. And that was it.
So you kind of just fell into selling them. Like, this is aligning with what I want to do, like my life goals. So why not?
Yeah, I fell into it. Maybe it was after my dad passed. You know, he left me a home. And so I had to go through the probate process of like putting the home in my name. And just with doing that, I did a lot of research and I just started watching like realtor videos on Instagram and YouTube. And I found this realtor in Atlanta called Kyra Watson. She is that girl of real estate. Okay. At least in Atlanta, she's amazing. A broker, mogul, everything. She's great. So I just would watch her videos and I was in love. I'm great at math. So I would just like they would talk about calculations and interest and, oh, your commission. And I would just know the answer immediately. And I'm like, period. Okay.
I got a neck for this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And one day, not one day, but I was doing my vision board for the year and I just was like, let's put this on it. And I was like, realtor.
It's time to do it.
Yeah.
Yes, because vision boards is such a physical entity that can really just keep you on your toes. Like, it really keep you on your P's and Q's because it's something that you can like physically see every day. Like, am I showing up for myself in the way that I should?
Literally.
Or did I just put a bunch of pictures together and daydream and not do the work?
I can say that I have probably made a vision board every year of my life since I was like 16. But this year was the first year that I completed the vision board. And like, I'm so into it. I have a prayer in the middle of my vision board. My vision board is blown up on like a canvas and it's on my wall. When I wake up in the morning, I read my prayer and I look at what I need to be doing because that's what's going to happen.
Period.
So
I love the consistency, and it's definitely something that people need to hear because I have been so adamant about how I show up for myself as well. Just like the type of different content that I want to put out, being serious with BARTALKS, you know, that's my baby, and just really connecting with people on that level, like through conversation, through human connection. So I just feel like it was super important, and I just wanted to shout out to you for staying consistent with your goals.
Thank you. Thank you.
And passing that Michigan Realtors test.
Okay, because I actually heard it's one of the hardest. When I passed it, I was boohoo crying. The lady was like, oh, how many times have you taken it? And I was like, 1. She was like, girl, people take this test 5 times.
Listen.
And I was like, oh.
I wanted to lead into my next question because I have a friend who is currently in the process and she's about to take the test. So now that you're already a realtor, you're established, you have some knowledge up under your belt, what would you say to realtors coming in behind you who are just entering that realm? Tips for their test taking, how they should center themselves a little bit. What would you say to them? Because I think she's going to take the test maybe in the next couple of weeks, as I'm sure others are out there studying for the exam as well. So what would you say to those people?
First of all, I would say you can do it, period. If you put your mind to it, pray about it, you can do it. That's my first thing out of anything. I'm a person, if you think about it, go and do it. If you don't like it, then you don't like it, but at least you try it. So do it. Just because you thought about it, do it. Next, study, and believe in yourself. That will get you so far. Just believe in yourself. Okay.
Girl, literally the level of belief you need to have in yourself is borderline delusion.
You need to have the audacity about yourself every day. Okay?
You need to have such audaciousness about you that the goal is already set. You've made it. You completed it. You just doing the necessary steps to get there. Literally, and I think that's great advice. That's how you do it. So
I have one more thing. Is this going to be
edited? He's going to edit it. Yes.
Okay. Because I want to say something about this one thing.
So while you're looking for that, I did want to ask you, because you are currently my realtor right now. Those of you missed the earlier part of the show, Allie is actually my realtor at the moment, and I am currently in the process of looking for my own home, a place to call my own, a place to just really make mine. You know, I've been living in a place for a long time that's just I've kind of outgrown. So I reached out to Allie and she helped me get the process started. And can I say it was extremely professional. It also felt very comforting because she did a home visit and it just really made me feel like she cared about my concerns, right? So to that end, I want to just have Allie touch on a few major concerns that she gets when you are trying to vet clients for home hunting. Like, what are the 2 or 3 major excuses you get from people who you are trying to convince that paying a rent is just not it? What do they tell you? Like, Allie, oh my God,
let me tell you, okay, the number one thing I always hear is, oh my gosh, but owning a home comes with so much responsibility.
She heard that from me.
Okay, that's the number one thing, yes. And then, like, a lot of people really don't know what to say. Like, they're just like, I don't know, I'm not ready. You know.
So what would be your answer to that?
Okay, so first, owning a home does come with responsibility, but we're adults now. You have responsibilities in every aspect of life. So owning a home is not something that you can't handle. You know, like I said, believe in yourself. If you want it, if you think you can, go and do it. Yeah.
What if somebody says, Allie, I don't think I can really afford to own a home. I've never really had much money to call my own. I'm just have a regular 9 to 5 and a stable job, I don't think that owning a home is in the cards for me.
Having a 9 to 5 can actually set you up to be in a great position to own a home. When you go for financing and you go speak with the lender, one thing they're going to want to see is your job history. You need to have a good, consistent job history of 2 years in order to get a mortgage. And that's not saying that you have to work at one job for 2 years. No, you can work at this job for 4 months, this job for 6 months, and on and on. But as long as you have a consistent 2-year work history, that is good. And also, it's not about how much money you have saved or how much money you make, because someone who has a 9 to 5 and actually has less debt but has, say, a 640 credit score could get a better loan than someone who has a 715 credit score and they have a lot of debt and
no work history.
Yeah.
Okay. What if somebody says, oh, I'm scared that once I buy the home, all of these things are going to go wrong and I'm not going to have the money to fix it because it's going to be all on me because I'm the homeowner?
Okay, it is going to be on you because it is your home. But when you buy a home, it is important to hire a team that is going to point you in the right direction so that when you own your home and problems go awry, you are prepared. So you can get homeowners insurance, just like people get renters insurance. You can get insurance on certain things in your home so that, say, if it goes wrong or it breaks within a certain amount of time, you get a home warranty. You know, your water heater goes out in 2 years and the home warranty is 5 years. It can be replaced. And there are also home insurance companies that cost like $15 a month that you can pay for, and they will come out and fix things that go wrong in your home.
So basically, it's a solution for everything.
There is a solution. The important thing to do is to have the knowledge so that you don't have all these worries.
So it's interesting that you say that it's important to have the right team when you purchase a home, because that decision in itself will bypass you having a lot of more issues in the future, right?
That's right.
So I think that it's very important for you to trust your realtor, for your realtor to be trustworthy. So what do you think are some red flags that people should look out for when they're finding the perfect realtor?
I think that a red flag is lack of communication. I also think a red flag can be lack of patience, like maybe not wanting to answer all your questions and acting like the home buying process is not a huge deal. Buying a home is a big deal for not even some people. It's a big deal for everybody. So when you are purchasing a home, you want somebody who's going to be in your corner and willing to educate you on every step of the way.
Absolutely, and open to the zillion questions that you have, because can I say, Ali came over to my house with my bad ass kids and she did not mind them at all, and she answered every single of my 88 questions that I had. She put to rest all of my fears, my little self-doubts that I had about taking on something like this, of this magnitude, because she's right. Like, owning a home is monumental. It's a milestone. You know, people literally plan their lives out. Oh, I'm going to own a home by this age, you know? So I do feel like it's definitely beneficial to our community to just be more knowledgeable in that realm and go forth with a little bit more confidence, you know? So before we pivot into a different part of our conversation, can you touch on a couple of different programs that might be appealing to first-time home buyers in the city that you can kind of help them navigate and help them figure out which program is the best for them?
Okay, we're going to talk about the big one that everyone knows about. It's been on the news. It's been on Instagram. It's been everywhere. The MISHDA loan. It is for first generation home buyers.
Okay.
So that means your parents haven't owned a home or anyone hasn't owned a home like that.
That came before you. You were
correct.
The first person in your family.
The first person.
Okay.
But also there are sorry.
They're fine.
Yeah. So the first generation home loan that can offer you up to $25,000.
Okay.
That is just a benefit for, say your parent has owned a home. Like, say your mom has owned a home when you were little, but she hasn't owned a home in the past 3 years. She counts as a first-time home buyer. So if she owned a home 20 years ago and now she hasn't in 15 years,
Right.
and now you want to buy a home, you still can qualify for that 25K program.
Okay.
So Mishta, that's a good program. There are a lot of programs for first-time home buyers, especially right now.
And you know what you can do? If you have any more questions about it, at the end of the episode, we're going to drop all of Allie's social media handles. And on those platforms, she shares a plethora of information, resources, tips, tricks, things you look out for. She's always available for a conversation, for a consultation, anything like that. She's very approachable. She's very findable. So at the end of the episode, I'll make sure I link all of that stuff so you can find my girl if you are thinking about buying a house. Hit her up, okay?
Okay, because one thing about it, even if I am not going to be a realtor, I really do have a passion for just educating our people on the process, because we are afraid of things that we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so a lot of people just think that they can't own a home or they're not ready just because you don't understand and you don't know the process. So if you have questions, feel free to DM me, feel free to text me, or even call me. I offer free buyer's consultations or seller's consultations. And yeah, just contact me. I never have a problem with answering questions and informing my people.
Period. So I do want to touch on the fact that Allie is a boy mom, which I find very cool because I am a mom, not of a boy. I wish, hopefully one day, but I have
Soon.
2 daughters. And Allie actually used to help me with my oldest daughter a lot. Like, she was such a huge support system to me when I first became a mom. And now that she is a mom, I'm excited to just sit and chat with her and kind of pick her brain on how she navigates motherhood and her career, because Allie is a single mom and she's doing it, you know? So we're going to touch on that a little bit as well, because I feel like to be a headstrong woman is quite the feat, baby. And she is doing it, you know, and I'm very proud of her. I know her personally, and I know the things that she has been through in her life. And to just get up every day and take the world by storm, baby, sell these houses, baby,
Okay.
she's on fire. So I just want all of my women who are watching the episode and who tune in to know that I enjoy talking to women who want a career and who desire that, and who also desire a home life and a work-life balance, and who are also moms, who may be wives, who may have all of these things, other things in their life that they have going on that's pulling them in a bunch of different directions, but somehow they still manage to show up. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. You know,
Okay.
You've been a boy mom for 2 years. What's your son's name?
Ashton.
Period. Shout out to Ashton. He's such a
Okay,
cutie.
my little munchkin.
Period. And I wanted to ask you, how do you feel about navigating your motherhood and navigating your career? You know, with being a single mom, like, how do you do it? What are things that you tell yourself, or what are some of your best practices for your like day-to-day life?
Okay, so I can say that, and this is coming from somebody who I experience a lot of mom guilt. Just trying to navigate my career and I want to spend all day with my baby. I'm not going to lie. Like,
Yeah.
I do want to spend all day with my baby. If I could take him to tour every single home, I absolutely would, because that's my baby.
Yes,
okay.
Allie loves kids.
I do. I love the kids. So, especially doing real estate, like with my old profession, I didn't really mind like calling off work and being with Ashton, or, you know, just risking work to be with my kid. And now I feel like I'm risking spending less time with him just for the sake of changing our lives.
Absolutely.
Because owning real estate and just working in real estate, it is something that can change your life. Like I told Kyra, when she purchases her first home, it doesn't have to be your dream home. Even though we do want it to be something that you love and that you want to live in, it does not have to be your dream home. Your first home could be your down payment on your dream home.
Period.
So
think big.
You know, think big. So real estate just can open a lot of doors. And right now I'm on a great team with the amazing leader. Her name is Future Davis, and we are the top Detroit team of EXP. Period. Excellent team of Black and brown individuals who are literally dominating. Okay.
Period. So y'all hear that? Say that again. What team are you on?
Elevated Collective.
Elevated Collective.
The_Elevated_Collective on Instagram.
Yes. Have your people call her people. Yes. immediately. Get you in a home. Stop playing.
Yes, check it out. Okay.
Stop playing. We need to own property. I mean, it's power in it. It's beauty in it. It's independence in it, you know, and I agree. I'm done being scared. So that's why I just was like, you know, sometimes you got to do it.
Just do it. That's my saying, like, just do it. So going to work at the office and maybe my mom has to watch Ashton or he has to go with my sister, I think that's okay because also I can't be the only person that he is dependent or comfortable with.
Come on now, because it takes a village.
It takes a village. It does. And look, I'm trying to raise my village up. Okay, so come get this baby, please, so I can go to work.
Period. And one thing I want to share with you right now in the moment is I resonate with having mom guilt so much because like yourself, I do feel like I'm a little bit more on the ambitious side of motherhood. And sometimes it's hard when you feel like you're always choosing your ambitions or your dreams or goals over your kids. But in hindsight, right?
It's for them.
It's beauty in chasing those goals. Because if you hit them, the way our children's lives will elevate,
be different.
And my goal is to give my kids lives that I never had. I want them to live 1,000 lives before they even turn 18. I want them to be so well versed and just have the world at their fingertips. And I feel like if I gotta grind and believe in myself at such a delusional level that it actually come true, that's what I'm gonna have to do. And I feel like I just want to tell you, chill on a mom guilt, okay?
I know. Listen,
I know that you're a great mom. It's not a secret, y'all. If you see her out or if you know her in any capacity, she's a wonderful mom. And this is another thing that's important to me too. Stop having mom guilt. Stop doing
that. You guys. If you're on here, watch her page because I have mom guilt and Kyra will post a video like, listen.
You gotta put you first, Lucy.
Yeah.
You gotta put you first. Them kids will be all right. They got aunties, they got uncles, they have people in the community that love them, that want to nurture them. Now, I know everybody in the world ain't good, right? But you have discernment with your kids and you have to choose yourself sometimes because in choosing yourself, you choose them too.
Yes.
Because you have to ask yourself, do I want to continue to give my kids this life that they're living right now? Or should I try to go handle this business real quick and just really stay consistent with my goals and try to give my kids the best life possible? And I think, you know, when Ashton grows up, he will look back on it like, my mom is
that girl.
A realtor type mogul. Like, she's a mogul in the realtor
I'm trying to start a family business.
She owns everything. She's playing Monopoly with the city. And so that's what you got to think about. Don't think about what 2-year-old Ashton is thinking around now because 2-year-old Ashton don't even remember what he had for breakfast, baby.
Listen.
But 30-year-old Ashton, one day he's going to be like, my mama the shit. She do this, and that. And I think that's something that has been helping me, you know, because I have daughters and I want them to see that you can have it all. Whoever said you had to choose, they lied.
They lied.
Zoom in on this, JG. Whoever told you had to choose, they lied, damn it. That's not true. That's not true. Every day I wake up, I be a mom. I be a media girly. I'm a friend. I'm a sister. I'm a wife. I'm all of these things before my head hit the pillow every night. So it's not true. You can give a little bit of yourself to everything and watch everything blossom over time, right? So kudos to you.
Okay, kudos to you. Did you hear that? First of all, because she really has it all. And she really does take it by storm every single day and get online and motivate the girlies. Listen, this glue is not waterproof. This girl wake up, go to the gym every morning. Okay, bust her ass, does not play. Transformation.
It's important to show up for yourself. And I commend you for showing up for yourself in your career, in your motherhood, in your womanhood, for choosing you in situations where it might not always been the best thing to do.
Oh, girl.
Or the easiest thing to do, right? Sometimes it might have made you uncomfortable, you know? So, yeah. I know that you weren't always a single mom. And I know that it was certain situations and circumstances that led you to that point. Are you open to touching on that a little bit?
We could talk about it.
Okay. So I know that you used to be married. And can you tell me a little, just briefly touch on why you are not anymore? Without, you don't even, once you start to feel it here, we can just stop.
No, that's okay. That's
I really just wanted to shed a light on it because you are not what you've been through.
Yeah.
And sometimes us as women, we are so victimized. We like to harbor that and that trauma, and we like to make it our personality, and we like to make it our excuse, and we like to make it our reason as to why we don't progress, why we don't grow, why we don't thrive. So we don't even have to explore it, But what we can more so explore is the strength you had to leave and what you knew you had to do for yourself and still doing that shit anyway.
So, okay, let's talk about it. I was married for 4 years. I'm in the process of a divorce right now. I filed for divorce a few weeks ago.
Let's take a drink.
Listen, if you guys want to come to my divorce party,
clock it. I'm gonna be there with bells on, baby.
Yes, okay.
I'll drink to that.
And I can say that maybe my situation was not a little different, but it was a little different because I haven't been through anything like that. So I was a little delusional.
Yeah.
Like even now, like I had therapy today, okay? And I'm like, sometimes it really just has to sink in like, wow, I was in an abusive relationship. Wow, like
an abusive marriage.
And exactly.
Which is way harder to leave than a relationship.
I waited my whole life. Just imagine, like you wait your whole life. I have older siblings, so I try to do things different, or I really do try to learn from other people's mistakes. Like if Kyra tells me not to do something, I'm not gonna be like, no, I'm gonna listen. Okay, she might be right. Yeah. So I waited my whole life to get to adulthood, till when I have a good stable job, I finished school, and I got married, I had a baby, and
you did things the right way, so you thought.
So I thought. So it just didn't work out like that.
Marriage, you got the baby.
Yeah.
I mean, you was living the American dream.
I moved to California. I was living like
I see her out there in them California hills, baby, walking with her little sundress on.
Walks every day.
Living a fantasy life, baby. She's doing it. Okay, I'm about to fly out there.
Okay, I do recommend it if you do want to visit. Go visit San Diego. It is beautiful, very nice, very peaceful. But yeah.
But your memories there aren't always, like, when you reflect on them, aren't always the best, huh?
So right now, I actually probably just got to a point where I can say, like, oh, I would like to go back there and visit.
Really?
When I say I hated that place for so long, like, I would never go back there. I don't want to go back there.
Yeah.
No, I hate it. Like, don't even ask me to go visit, please. Yeah. Like, it's so traumatic for me, and I feel like just, like, coming to a close, I'm, like, accepting what I went through and making tough decisions and deciding to wash my hands of everything. Yes. It really was like a great release for me and an eye-opener. Like, okay, yes, that happened, but that does not have to define everything that it was.
Come on now. Because if you let it, you would never aspire to do anything else. You would literally use that situation as something that's just holding you up. Like, this is just a crutch and something that I lean on in order to convince myself that I can't do hard things.
Yeah.
And you can do hard things.
Listen, I can do anything. And one thing.
Hold on. Say it again.
I can do any fucking thing. Okay? Yes. You hear me? Yes. I can do anything. And I really believe that.
You see how short she was when she said that? Because it's true. Duh.
I don't think it's nothing that I can't do. One, because my God is mighty. Period.
I'm about to be buzzing in a minute. I'm going to sip this drink so much.
If I really am somebody who, if I think I want to do it, I'm going to go try. You can ask any of my friends. Like, oh, okay, I've been to school for aesthetics, for beauty. I've been to school for freaking nursing. I've been to school. If I want to.
Pivot princess, okay? This is the pivot princess, okay, baby?
Listen.
She has tried anything that she's ever been interested in. And if she lost interest in it or she felt like it wasn't aligning with who she was, baby, pivot, okay?
Pivot, okay? I'm not going to be stuck for nothing or no one.
For nothing.
Okay.
So not only can you contact her about all of your house hunting needs, realtor needs, but as a woman to woman, you can also contact her if you feel like you're ever in a dark place and you need some advice, because I think Allie is a great person to talk to as far as that's concerned. And I also just want to step out and say, I myself was in an abusive relationship, a verbally abusive relationship when I was very young. And you were around. And it was hard for me, and it didn't end the way yours ended. And I used to be sad about that, and I feel like maybe to a certain extent I still am. But at the end of the day, our lives matter, right? And so our voices matter, and the spaces that we take up matter. So what we can't do is we can't hang ourselves up on what their lives are like now that we're gone.
One thing that we have to do as women is stop sacrificing ourselves. I can no longer sacrifice myself for wanting the best for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I want the best for you, but not at the expense of myself.
Come on now.
At all. No. As women, we have to stop doing that.
Yes, I want the best for you, but not at the expense of myself. Pick that damn drink
Yeah.
up. Pick that damn drink up right now. Drink it. Drink it.
Yeah.
Listen. Choose you. I don't even have no more to say about that subject. I just want to ask you.
I do. Okay, I do have something else to say. Okay, because
if somebody is watching this, right?
Yes.
And they are finding that they're listening to this and they saying, damn, this kind of hitting home a little bit. This kind of sounded like the situation I'm in. And you had to say something right now that will make her move right now. What would you say?
My therapist told me she did a class with abusers. Okay, it was her first time ever, and she did a class with abusers. And she says this to me every session. She did a class with abusers, and one side of the room was verbal abusers, one side was physical abusers. Mm. And the sides were separated, and the verbal abusers were looking at the physical abusers like, you're disgusting. Like, yeah, like, oh, yeah. So, but the only thing was the verbal abusers were like, if you got to hit her, you're not doing it right.
Yeah.
And she said, Allie, those people do not change.
And they don't.
Leave.
Stop waiting around thinking that these people are going to change. Man, woman, it doesn't matter. Stop waiting around thinking that these people are going to change and just choose yourself. Choose you.
Choose yourself. If you love your kid more than maybe you love yourself, because sometimes we do lose our love for ourselves and get distracted, and life takes us over. If you love your kid, do it for your kid.
Period.
If you love your mom, maybe you take care of your mom. Do it for your mom. Leave,
because none of those people that love you want to see you in that situation.
If somebody loves you, they're not going to treat you like trash. They're not going to treat you like garbage. Leave.
So, I just really appreciate you being a little vulnerable today and opening up about that aspect of your life, because I think it's so important and it speaks to the woman you are in completion, because you have all of these things that you are navigating, as we all do. Yet you still get up, you show up for yourself, you make sure you look presentable, because when you look good, you feel good.
When you look good, you feel good. If you're crying and you're miserable, go do your hair, go put on some makeup.
Period.
Okay, step outside, go to the gas station.
Go do some research on that goal that you said you've been trying to hit all year.
Yes.
Sit down at that computer, go to the library, go look up some stuff that interests you. Go do something that makes you
happy.
Work out. Come on, anything. Go get in that field, okay? I have released so much energy from working out that I didn't need on my spirit, or like just get that out of your system. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I appreciate you for coming to the bar today.
Thank you for having me, for teaching me how to make this Paloma.
Yes. I appreciate you for all of your tips and tricks you gave about being a realtor, navigating your home buying experience, picking the right realtor. I also appreciate you for our conversation about motherhood and womanhood and choosing you and all of that. And yeah, thanks for coming, girl.
Thank you so much for having me. I hope to be a returning guest, maybe when I'm even more versed in real estate and knowledgeable, and I can, just give you guys insight on a lot more things. Yes. You can follow me on Instagram at __ Alleana. That's ALLEANA. Thank you. You can email me at Alleana, ALLEANA.henry@exprealty.com. And I'll reply to you.
Period.
Get
and
into
that
it.
will be put in the note description down below.
Thank you.
Just in case you didn't catch it. And
if you are an aspiring realtor, you can follow my team at _elevated collective.
Period. Thank you so much for coming to Bar Talks and for being my first guest in a little bit of a while. I appreciate you. I love you tremendously.
I do love you. Give
me a hug. And thanks for coming to Bar Talks.
You're very welcome.
Thanks for coming to chill with us at the bar. Y'all go home and make them Palomas.
Okay, it's so good.
Period. Cheers.